Hey everyone, it's Mike from Infinite Insights, and in today's video, I want to talk about consistency and why consistency is so important in the personal development, self-development field and in life in general. So, I know many of you that are out there that watch my videos are along the same path that I am. You're trying to improve yourself. You're trying to achieve great success, find your life purpose, improve your life in as many different areas as you can, and become the best version of yourself, right? So, consistency is something that is absolutely key to this process and to the process of mastery as well. So, any type of skill or ability or, you know, passion that you're trying to pursue, consistency is inevitable if you want to get really good at it. So, if you want to be a coder, you have to be consistent with coding. If you want to be a great YouTuber like myself, you have to be consistent at YouTubing and making videos. If you want to be a great communicator, a teacher, a speaker, you have to be consistent in those areas. That's simply how the process of mastery works. We learn through repetition, we learn through experience. And the more consistent we are at something, the more exposure we get to it, and the more mistakes we make, and then the more adjustments we make to correct those mistakes, right? So, and oftentimes, when we're trying to develop a skill or ability, or we're trying to start a new habit, there's this initial phase of discomfort and lack of motivation and lack of patience. And oftentimes you kind of have to brute force your way through that, because ultimately what winds up happening is, after that first initial phase of feeling like you're not good at it, or maybe you don't really, maybe you like it but you don't really love it, eventually the more exposure you get to that thing, the more you start to really enjoy it and really start to see the intricate, minute details of that craft, and you get to appreciate the finer details and the minutia, and you start to see things that you couldn't see before from your limited perspective, because you didn't have enough experience, you didn't have enough exposure, you didn't have enough deep, deliberate, concentrated practice. So, consistency is absolutely key along this path and along the life's path in general if you want to be great at anything, right? I mean, think about how you learn to read or how you learn to write. At one point, we didn't know how to do these things. We weren't born knowing how to do these things. We had to go through, kindergarten, elementary school, practicing over and over and over again, having homework assignment after homework assignment after homework assignment. And eventually, you get better and better and better. And now when you sit down to read or write, you don't think about, oh, what letter is that? Or, I can't read this word, or I forgot how to write the word dog. You just write it because it's been practiced so much, and you've had so much repetition and so much exposure to those practices, those concepts. So, just like if you want to be an astronaut and you want to go to the moon, well, you have to have a lot of practice with, that kind of theory, physics, science, right? You need to be healthy. You need to be have a healthy mind and a healthy body. If you want to be a great athlete, you need to, spend thousands, hundreds of thousands of hours, perfecting that craft. It's consistency. Consistency is key in pretty much everything, really. So keep in mind as human beings, we learn through repetition. We learn through repetition, and it's kind of unavoidable. That's kind of hardwired into us, it seems. It seems that we all learn through repeated exposure to things. So, again, when you're trying to develop a new skill or practice that maybe you don't really enjoy right now, but you have the foresight to see into the future and say, yes, I'm not really enjoying it right now, but I know this is going to help me greatly down the line. This is going to make me, 10 times better of a person than where I am sitting right now. Sometimes you just have to brute force your way through that initial phase, and you learn to love it. When I started learning how to play guitar last year, there were days where I really didn't want to practice. Like, I hated practicing, after, 3-4 months into it, because it got very repetitive and I didn't see where it was going. Sometimes you just have to brute force your way through it and say, you know what, today, I'm not seeing the beauty of the practice, but it will come. It will come. I know it will come. You have to keep that positive outlook and keep that consistent schedule day after day after day, and then you will reap the benefits down the line. I promise you. That's inevitable. And sometimes you just need to change up the practice too. Still be consistent with it. Still have that schedule, that time every day that you practice whatever you're practicing, but do it in a different way. Do it with a teacher, a mentor. Do it with a friend. Try a different technique, right? So sometimes you have to adapt and you have to vary up your training and your practice of whatever you're trying to be consistently good at. So I just wanted to make a short video today on consistency and why it's so important in life and on the personal development, self-development journey. So I hope you guys all appreciated this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. I post pretty much every day or every other day, and they're usually on, similar topics. Sometimes I'll throw a different topic in here and there, but it's mostly about improving yourself, getting you guys to be motivated and passionate about this journey that we call life, because it is a journey and it is an amazing one. And so my role here is to get you to see that, get you to appreciate that, and get you motivated for every single day of your life. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one.